Good evening. It looks very festive in here. It's lovely. I am very excited to be here presenting this year's Corporate Advocate of the Year Award. Like many of you in this room, I wear many hats. First of all, I'm Martha's sister, which she will tell you is why I'm here. And she's right. It brought me to the Ark, and I'm so very proud of the Ark. I'm also a wife, a parent, an advocate, and I'm also a runner. So I appreciate all that Nike does to support athletes of all kinds. When you put it all together, it makes me pretty excited to be here honoring Nike, Toby, and Matthew. We have to start where this all began, with Matthew Waltzer's words